Selecting and locking objects. Objects, or any other items placed inside our document, are selected using three different types of selection tools. They are Selection Tool, Direct Selection Tool, and Type Tool. In InDesign, objects, images, and finally both graphic and text frames are selected using Selection Tool and Direct Selection Tool, whereas the text is selected by using Type Tool. From the document page, let's select the star object using Selection Tool. This tool helps us in selecting an object as a whole with a blue bounding box around the object. Using the Selection Tool, we can move and resize items in our document page, just as you see now. When we double-click the Selection Tool on the star object, it gets converted into Direct Selection Tool. Now here's a tip for you. Items placed in our document page are selected using the shortcut key Ctrl-A. To deselect the selected items, press Shift, Ctrl, and A. Now by using this Direct Selection Tool, we can edit the spike of the star by using their anchor points. Paths of an object or frame inside InDesign can be easily edited through their anchor points and anchor handles by using this Direct Selection Tool. Double-clicking the Direct Selection Tool on the star makes the tool convert into Selection Tool. Clicking the Selection Tool on an image lets us select the graphic frame of that image. Double-clicking the tool on the image changes it to Direct Selection Tool, so that the frame in which the image is placed is edited directly by using their anchor points. To select the image, let's click the tool once on the image. The image placed inside the frame is now selected, and they can be seen surrounded by a brown bounding box. Dragging the image lets us move the image within our graphic frame. Now you can even delete the image by using the Delete key. Let's undo these steps and make the image fixed to our graphic frame. Selection can also be done by using the Object menu, Select submenu option. These options will let us select items in a stack order or group. Using this Direct Selection Tool, let's select the text frame in our document page. The shape of the text frame can be edited by using this tool. Double-clicking the Direct Selection Tool inside a text frame lets us change the cursor to Type Tool. And through this Type Tool, you can add, remove, or edit text inside your text frame. Now sometimes while working, we accidentally move placed objects or images in our document page. So it's better to lock items so that we don't accidentally move or modify them. Now using the Selection Tool, let's select the image and then go to Object menu and select Lock Position, or simply press the shortcut key Ctrl and L. When we drag the image, the cursor gets converted into a lock, indicating to us that the image is locked. Locked items can't be moved, and they remain still in their position. To release the lock, let's go back to the Object menu and select Unlock Position command. Or, once again, you can just use its shortcut key, Alt, Ctrl, and L. Now, once an image is unlocked, we can move it from its position just by dragging it. Items locked using the Object menu can be selected, but can't be moved, whereas the object locked using the Layers panel is more secure in InDesign, because you can neither select nor delete them. Arranging and grouping objects. Once objects are placed in a document, they have to be grouped as well as arranged neatly. In this tutorial, let's see an object arrangement function in InDesign. Arranging objects is a process through which objects are stacked, one above the other, in a perfect order. Here in this document page, we can see some different objects with different colors placed beforehand. To arrange the objects in order, we have to make use of the Arrange command. The star placed in this page is the frontmost object, which is followed by the rectangle, then the oval, and finally comes along the old polygon object. Now to bring this polygon from back to front, let's go to Object menu and select Arrange. This opens a sub-menu which contains a few more options, and they are Bring to Front with Shift, Control, and close bracket. Bring Forward with Control, close bracket. Send Backward with Control, open bracket. And the last option, which is Send to Back with the shortcut key of Shift, Control, and open bracket. Here from these options, let's select Bring to Front command. This helps in displaying the backmost polygon object to the front. To send it back to its original place, let's go to the Object menu and select Arrange, and then choose Send to Back command. This sends the object completely back. Now, if we wish to bring this polygon before the oval object, that is one step forward, then let's right-click the mouse button and select Arrange, and then choose Bring Forward command from the pop-up list. This aids in bringing the polygon one step forward. Now to make this polygon move one step forward, we have to make use of the Send Backward command, or can simply press its shortcut, Control and open bracket. The polygon is now arranged one step backward and gets placed back where it was placed initially. Through this method, you can easily organize or arrange items inside your document layout. Now, sometimes organized items in our page have to be grouped. To group these objects, let's select the objects in the page by Marquee selection. Then from the Object menu, let's choose Group, or just press Ctrl and G. The objects are now grouped. Grouped objects in InDesign are represented by using these dashed lines. When we try to move this oval object, you'll see the entire group moving. To ungroup these objects, let's right-click the mouse and choose the Ungroup command from the contextual menu. Please note the Ungroup command is found under the Object menu with a shortcut key of Shift, Ctrl, and G. Now when we drag the oval object alone gets selected and repositioned in the page. Start working the command by using the keyboard shortcut keys, because InDesign is full of shortcuts, and that will help in performing your work faster and more efficiently. Mirroring objects. Flip-flopping images is really a great feature in page layout programs such as InDesign, especially when images or pictures are facing the wrong direction. Now let's see how they work. Here we can see 3 images placed inside this document layout. To turn this cup and saucer image around the other way, let's select the image and then go to Control Panel, and then select this Flip Horizontally icon. This flips our image to the other side. Near the flip icons, we can see a proxy icon. When we flip our image vertically or horizontally, the changes made to our image is represented by using this proxy. Now to flip an image vertically, we can make use of this flip vertical icon. Now there is one more way to flip images. To learn that, let's select the image from our document. To flip this image vertically, we hold onto the Control key and drag this bounding handle. This flips the image over. At any time, we can clear the applied transformation by using the proxy icon. Now, let's right-click the mouse on the proxy icon and choose Clear Transformation option. Once the option is selected, the image goes right back where it was originally. By using this option, we can also create an image reflection effect. To do that, let's select this coffee set image and change its reference point in the Control Panel. Then by holding the Alt key, let's click on the Flip Vertical icon. Holding the Alt key gets us a duplicate copy of our flipped image. This image now looks like a sort of reflection. Let's bring our free transform tool by hitting the E key from our keyboard. Then, let's put our cursor on the bottom center handle, and holding on our Control key, let's click and drag the handle. This helps in skewing and scaling the image simultaneously, as you see now. To make a perfect reflection, let's click on the Effect icon in our Control panel, and then choose Directional Feather option from the pop-up list. This opens a Directional Feather Effect dialog box. Let's move it to the side so that we can see the effect clearly. Here in the top field, let's type a value of 4.5 picas, and then select the Transparency option. Here, let's set the blending mode to multiple, so that the image gets blended with the background color. Then by using the opacity slider, let's set the opacity to 60 points, and then click OK. Now we've got something that really looks like a reflecting effect. Hence, start creating this type of creative effects right inside your document page without relying on other programs. Paste in place and nesting objects. People who use computers may be familiar with pasting, but in InDesign you'll find two more pasting options, such as paste in place and paste into. Paste in place inserts the clipboard contents in the same position they were copied or cut from. First of all, let's see how the paste in place command works. Here in this document, let's select the black tea dust image using the selection tool. Then let's cut this image from our document clipboard by pressing Ctrl and X. The image is now cut from our document page. When we try to paste it back by using the paste command, the image, by default, gets pasted into the center of our page, but not to its original place where it was cut. Unless we make use of the paste in place command, it's not so easy to paste the cut or copied items in the exact same place on a page. Now let's undo the step and then go to our Edit menu and select Paste in Place command. Or you can simply use its shortcut, which are the keys Alt, Shift, Control, and V as in Victor. You'll now see the image pasted exactly in the same place from where it was cut. Please note, if you copied an item from the third page and wish to paste them exactly in the same place on the fifth or any other odd pages of a document, you can make use of this Paste in Place command. Here's a tip. To paste a copied item directly in front of the original item, make use of the Paste in Place command. Now the next option we're going to discuss in this lesson is the Paste Into command. Paste Into command inserts a graphic into a selected frame. This is otherwise called nesting objects. To learn the use of nesting, let's move to the second page of our document by using the Power Zoom option. Here you can see an image, an object, already placed inside this page. To see the hidden frames edged of these items, let's go to the View menu and select Show Frame Edges command. Now you can even see an empty frame displayed in our page. When we wish to insert this object into a frame, let's draw a rectangular frame by using the Rectangular Frame tool. To insert this object into this newly drawn frame, let's select and copy this object by pressing Ctrl-C. Then, keeping the frame selected, let's go to the Edit menu and select Paste Into command, or its shortcut, Alt, Ctrl, and again V as in Victor. You can now see the object nested into this frame. By using this command, we can also paste a frame into another frame. To see that, let's select this teapot image and copy it by pressing Ctrl and C. Then, using the Selection tool, select the frame next to it and right-click our mouse button. From this contextual menu, let's choose Paste Into command. Now, once we've selected the option, you'll see the image with its frame getting pasted into another frame. Now at present, you'll see the top frame is kept selected. When you wish to see the nested frame, let's double-click the Selection tool into the frame, and the nested image is first selected. Again, when we double-click the image, the nested frame gets selected. Thus, by using this Place Into command, you can create a nested object by copying and pasting a graphic frame, text frame, or path into another graphic frame, text frame, or path. A nested image or frame can be resized, moved by using Selection tool and Direct Selection tool. Likewise, a nested text can be selected and edited by using the Type tool.